Ooh, why yay, it's spooky. Ooh, why yay, we're spooky. Ooh, why yay, it's spooky. Ooh, why yay. Hi, welcome back. We're here with more SCPs. Let's go. Here on the Vulcan's channel, as per usual, because it's fire. I love when he reads it. It's very soothing. It's very cool and very immersive because I like my own imagination freaking me out, and that's kind of the best way to do it. So, we're here with SCP-4419, the Butcher's Chariot. It's a Keter class, and I am excited to jump straight in. Before we get started, you know the vibes. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm quads. Don't forget to check us out over on Twitch live at Aliciaxlife. You're currently watching Aliciaxdeath, but Aliciaxlife is my Twitch. Let's get it.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to apologize for the 3-week absence. I was just taking a little break.
Thanks. Have a good break, Dr. Miller.
What we're looking at today is SCP-4419.
Oh.
Object class, Keter.
Yeah.
Special containment procedures. Due to the expansive range of circumstances in which SCP-4419 manifestations occur, containment efforts are to focus on information control and post-manifestation cleanup rather than physical imprisonment.
Oh.
Any witnesses to an SCP-4419 manifestation are to be dosed with a Class B or Class A amnestic as appropriate for their level of exposure.
God damn.
In cases where it is possible to restore the bodies of SCP-4419 victims to roughly standard human configurations, a cover story is to be established to explain any remaining damage as a result of their original injuries.
So, Steven, you were in an accident. What? An accident? That's right, Steven. You were in an accident. The reason why your asshole is torn open completely, and we had to reshape it back, you were experimenting with cucumbers. What? What? I did what? That's right, Steven. I don't know what else to tell you. It ended up disfiguring other parts of you as well. You were so aggressive in the way that you shoved the cucumber in your ass that you become this. I did that? What? Yeah, it sounds like something I would do. Yeah, that's fair. That's a real cover story, chat. Do you know why? That's a perfect cover story. Because what? You're going to say, oh, you've been in a car accident? No, there's police. No, oh, you've been blah, blah, blah. No. Self-done. Simple solutions.
In cases where this is not feasible, victims of SCP-4419 are to be brought into custody and, if possible, euthanized.
Oh.
A cover story is then to be established regarding the death of the victim due to their original injuries or conditions. Description: SCP-4419 is a vehicle resembling an ambulance of a varying make and model, which spontaneously appear in an area shortly before a medical emergency arises.
Oh, I'm fine then. I'm fine. The ambulance that came while I was bleeding out and dying like a year ago, that shit took an hour to get to me. I'm chilling. Yep. Actually, I think it was more like 2 hours, right? I don't know. I was blacked out for most of it, so I lost too much blood. So, definitely don't go worry about this affecting me, buddy. We're good.
The means by which SCP-4419 predicts these situations is currently unknown. Although the appearance of SCP-4419 differs from manifestation to manifestation, it will always resemble an ambulance appropriate for the local culture. Upon the occurrence of the medical emergency, SCP-4419 will proceed directly to the injured individual, hereafter referred to as the victim. Two individuals of varying physical appearances in paramedic uniforms will then exit from the back of SCP-4419, secure the victim, and bring them back with them into SCP-4419. The individuals that emerge from SCP-4419 will behave as expected for a medical professional in this situation, but will repel any attempt by others to prevent them securing the victim by extreme physical force.
Oh, yeah, that's totally normal and
Once
fine,
the
yeah.
victim has been secured within SCP-4419,
Uh-huh.
it will leave the area at extreme speeds,
Oh.
disappearing the moment it is outside of observation.
Okay, that's creepy.
2 to 7 days later, the
It's a
victim will be
ghost.
returned outside a local area,
Oh, shit.
suffering from extreme and invasive bodily modifications. Although the majority of these alterations would logically result in the death of the victim, death will not occur in these cases unless the modifications are tampered with or otherwise undone.
Oh.
The specific nature of these modifications differs from case to case, although there does appear to be a level of correlation with the original medical emergency.
Oh, that would be cool. So, like, imagine that, like, you gashed your leg and they started, like, body modifying it so you had, like, extra tendrils and shit coming out and sticks and, like, bars and, like, oh, and they started shoving the bars through your legs out your abdomen so it was coming out like this, like body mods, and then they called you Stick Boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
See Encounter Log 4419-1. Encounter Log 4419-1. The following is a log of encounters with SCP-4419, the original medical emergencies in each case, and the bodily modifications applied to the victim. Note that this log does not encapsulate all known SCP-4419 victims, and a full record is available upon request from the Data Archive at Site 31.
Ooh!
Date 0702-1983. Medical emergency. A braking car hits a pedestrian crossing the street,
Okay.
resulting in a broken leg. Bodily modification. Victim returned with all limbs amputated and relocated to protrude directly from his torso. Limbs were re-amputated.
Now, hold on. Hold on. Stay with me here. All right? Maybe SCP-4419 really wanted a horsey, like a toy horsey. So they just were going, okay, chop off the limbs, stick it underneath the torso, and it's a horse. It's a horse. Gallop. No.
Amputated, and a cover story was established to explain the loss of limbs as the result of a much more severe car accident. Date 23/11/1994. Medical emergency. A man suffers from a broken jaw following a fight outside a bar. Bodily modification. Victim returned with his jaw forced permanently open. In addition, a glass window was installed in the mouth to permit viewing of the heart, which had been relocated to the back of their throat. Due to the relocation of the heart, reversion of the body modifications was not possible, and the victim was euthanized.
I was gonna say a dick sucking joke, but then they put the glass and the heart right there, and you can't do nothing with that. So, my bad. Y'all got that.
Date 1906-1999. Medical emergency. A homeless man suffers from a drug overdose. Bodily modification. Victim returned to the same place he was originally taken from.
Okay.
The top of the victim's skull had been removed and the brain crudely scooped out and placed into the victim's hands.
Oh, that's cool.
Which had been fused together in front of him. While being brought into custody, the victim's brain fell out of his hands and he instantly expired. Note that at no point was the victim's brain actually connected to his nervous system.
But that is so cool, dude. Oh, like those really trippy art pieces you see in like modern museums that have shit like that, where it's like modern gothic art, and it's motherfuckers with like holding their brains like that. It's like the same concept. That's so cool. That's so cool. Holy shit. Oh man.
Date 29/01/2003. Medical emergency. A wife and husband involved in a car crash.
Wait, what do you mean? SCP-4419-B is a female individual who was that was modified with VR technology, forcing her to communicate with Twitch streams. So. Help. 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 This is a cry for help. I'm stuck in the screen. They got me. I make joke but it got me. Help.
Suffer numerous broken bones and severe bleeding. Bodily modification. Victims returned fused together by their backs. All bones that had been broken in the original accident were meticulously removed, resulting in the loss of use of some limbs. The victims were successfully separated, administered amnestics as appropriate, and their modified limbs were amputated. Date: 1502-2006. Medical emergency. An elderly man suffers from a heart attack. Bodily modification. Victim was
Sorry, I laughed the face. That was creepy.
with 11 additional non-functional hearts within his body, stuffed between his existing organs. Expiration occurred when surgeons attempted to
He was just filled with lots of love. You know, just lots of love. That's all it was.
remove these additional hearts before agents could arrive on the scene. Surgeons and medical staff who had treated the victim were administered amnestics and the body confiscated.
Yeah.
Date: 1909-2008. Medical emergency. A fire at a bar results in 19 people suffering from severe burns. An additional 7 people suffer from skull fractures and broken bones when they attempt to confront the individuals who emerge from SCP-4419 and are also taken as victims.
God damn.
It is believed existing injuries were exacerbated and new injuries caused by attempting to force 26 people into the limited space within SCP-4419.
Oh,
Bodily
God.
modification. Victims returned to the local community center as a single watery mass, which twitches and shivers when physical contact is applied. As no method of euthanizing the victims could be found, they are currently stored in a liquid tank at Site 31.
Oh, that's terrible. They're still alive in there. Oh, that's terrible. That just makes me think of like, you know, Envy in its green form, and all the humans are suffering, and their souls are like, "Ugh!" Their souls are like that. They're like crying for help. It kind of reminds me of that shit, you know. But it's brutal.
Date: 24/11/2014. Medical emergency. A U.S. military private is shot while on patrol in Afghanistan. Bodily modification. Due to the suspicious nature of SCP-4419's arrival and the forceful securing of the private, other soldiers on the patrol fire upon SCP-4419 as it leaves. Witnesses report seeing a viscous black fluid leaking from the resultant bullet holes in SCP-4419's surface. The victim is found broken down into a thin paste and spread over the walls of their barracks the next day.
Oh my
The
God!
agents who initially secured the remains reported seeing a mostly intact eyeball dilate when they approached. What has been brought into storage is referred to for convenience sake as remains. It is currently not known whether or not the victim has expired.
It hasn't. It hasn't. And it doesn't expire until you kill them. You know that. You know that. They don't expire until you kill them. So the fact that it did that, like, is not just a reflexive reaction from the stimuli affecting the eye. You haven't done anything to stop. It got spread around, but you didn't kill it yet. Oh, fuck.
Again, I apologize for the quality of my voice today.
Not the new coat of paint is crazy.
It's very strained, as the last section of my hiatus, I got a cold. Yeah. Okay. I think that about does it for today.
Hope you get well soon.
Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed.
Thanks, Dr. Miller. This article is written by Tan Honey. Nice. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for chilling with me as we check out another SCP together. This one, I loved this one. It was kind of short and sweet compared to other ones we do, but man, did it feel good. Oh man, I was in it, dog. I was in the sauce of it. I was making jokes a lot, but I always make jokes. I was having a great time. Yeah, that was horrifying. That was a scary ass one. I had a great time. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Linked in the description is the original video. Please go support the original video. And hey, while you're here, support me too. We'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye!